Hello friends, let's begin the today's session. So we have completed the phylum Mollusca in the last session. So now it's the phylum Echinodermata. Okay. Okay, now it is phylum Echinodermata. The members of this phylum Echinodermata are called as echinoderms. It's very easy, you remember this. Okay, the members of this phylum Echinodermata are called as echinoderms. So here in Echinodermata, they have the endoskeleton with calcareous ossicles. This is the first line in our NCERT. Okay, their body has calcareous ossicles. Ossicles means here it is spines. Means nothing but their body has spines. For example, it is starfish means, assume that it is a starfish. So it has some with mouth on the ventral side and anus on the dorsal side. Okay, this is anus. I'll tell it in detail later. Okay, with mouth on ventral side. So these are called as spines. So echinoderms are usually spiny bodied organisms. So here in Echinodermata, you will study that they have organ system level of organization. Okay, organ system level of organization. Okay, they are again bilaterally symmetric. When it comes to symmetry, I will tell it later, but they are triploblastic. Okay, triploblastic. They are coelomate. Okay, triploblastic coelomate. When it comes to symmetry, the echinoderms, usually the adult ones, adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical. Okay, adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical, but their larvae, okay, larvae echinoderms or larvae of the echinoderms, they are usually bilaterally symmetrical. Very important point, note this. Larvae are bilaterally symmetrical, but the adults are radially symmetrical. Okay, so in Echinodermata they also have digestive system. Okay, they have digestive system which is complete digestive system with two openings. Okay, mouth is present on the ventral side or lower side. माउथ इज प्रेजेंट ऑन लोअर या वेंट्रल साइड पे माउथ होता है, और डोर्सल साइड पे क्या होना चाहिए, अनदर ओपनिंग विच इज एनस. डोर्सल साइड और अपर सरफेस पे रहता है आपके एनस पार्ट. ओके, एनल पार्ट, एनस इज प्रेजेंट ऑन द डोर्सल साइड. ओके, so the most distinctive or peculiar characteristics of the echinoderms is water vascular system, presence of water vascular system. Okay, what is the function of this water vascular system? So water vascular system, this helps in locomotion. Okay, locomotion, this helps in respiration. Okay, this helps in transport of food. Okay, transport of food, water molecules, all, and also help in capture of prey. Okay, these are the functions of that water vascular system. So here when it comes to fertilization, they have external fertilization. Okay, external fertilization. What do you mean by external fertilization? External fertilization andre the fusion of male and female gametes takes place outside the body of the female organism, means usually in the water medium. Okay, so this is called as external fertilization. they have indirect development. Okay, indirect development means the parent means the larvae is not identical to the parent. They have free swimming larvae. Okay, so these are some few characteristics of the echinoderms. Very important. This can be asked, especially complete digestive system. Mouth depends on which side, lower side or ventral side, anus on dorsal side or upper side. Okay. So water vascular system, peculiar characteristic. It helps in locomotion, capture of prey, respiration. Okay. Then transport of food. Okay. So external fertilization है यहाँ पे. External fertilization, indirect development. Now time comes to learn the examples. Okay. Now we will learn examples. So how to remember their examples? The trick is, I will write here examples. The trick to remember examples is Echoanas. Okay, Echoanas. Just keep in mind Echoanas. Before, which was the phylum? I thought it was phylum Mollusca. There I told Lapodaceae. Okay, so here it is Echoanas. So here E stands for your Echinus. Okay, E stands for Echinus. Echinus means sea urchin. Echinus, sea urchin. C stands for Cucumeria. Okay, Cucumeria. In the name itself is sea cucumber. Okay, sea cucumber. And here O stands for Ophiura. Okay, Ophiura, which is called as brittle star. Okay, brittle star. And An stands for Antedon. Very important, Antedon. Sea lily, not silly lily, it is sea lily. And your last S stands for Asterias. S stands for Asterias. Asterias means you all might be knowing it is starfish. In the comment section, I want you all to tell me what is the scientific name of jellyfish. Okay, and to which phylum it belongs. So it will be easy to revise. Just remember and comment in the comment box. Okay. So these are the few examples of the Echinodermata phylum. Echinoderms. Echoanus is the trick. Echinus, sea urchin, Cucumeria, sea cucumber, Ophiura, brittle star, Antedon, sea lily, Asterias, starfish. Okay.